He shoots, he scores. Welcome to WatchMojo UK, and today we'll be counting down our picks for the top 10 Premier League strikers. Before we begin, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to subscribe for more great content. For this list, we're taking a look at the all-time greatest Premier League forwards. Goals are obviously important here, but we're also ranking players on their overall skill, style and influence on English football. Number 10, Eric Cantona. An enigma, a maverick, a genius, Cantona was one of the Premier League's first superstars, swapping Leeds for Man United partway through the inaugural 92-93 season. With trademark swagger and an upturned collar, he was a driving force as United dominated the early 90s. A controversial character at times, the infamous Kung Fu kick at Crystal Palace earned him an 8-month worldwide ban.
When the seagulls follow the trawler, it's because they think sardines will be thrown into the sea.
But King Eric returned and won 2 more league titles before retiring at 30. Number 9, Gianfranco Zola. Though he started his career in Italy, Zola's 8-year stint at Chelsea earned him legend status at Stamford Bridge. Lacking size but blessed with skill, he was famed for intricate turns, mazy runs and cute finishes. Often wreaking havoc as an out-and-out forward, but sometimes deployed on the wings as well, Claudio Ranieri labelled him a wizard. And the magic proved too much for countless defenders. Zola wasn't prolific, but his was a beautiful game. Number 8, Robbie Fowler. A hero on Merseyside, at Anfield he's simply known as God. Robbie Fowler was widely hailed as one of the game's best finishers, turning out for Spice Boys era Liverpool throughout the 90s and scoring most of his 163 Premier League goals for the Reds. An instinctual goal-getter, he was an influential part of the 2001 treble-winning side, banging the FA, League and UEFA Cups in one season. And after a 5-year spell away, his 2006 return to the club was first-rate footballing romance. Number 7, Ruud van Nistelrooy. The proverbial fox in the box, Van Nistelrooy was the perfect poacher. Always a threat between the posts, he netted vital goals with unerring frequency. The Dutchman enjoyed 5 seasons at United after a delayed record-breaking transfer from PSV Eindhoven in 2001. He won the PFA Players Player of the Year in his first season, scoring 23 times in 32 games. By the time he moved to Real Madrid in 2006, he chalked up 95 goals in 150 appearances. Number 6, Wayne Rooney. We stick with the red half of Manchester, sandwiched between 2 spells at Everton and the ever-divisive Wayne Rooney. His effectiveness for England has fueled countless debate, but his colossal club stats are undeniable. Rooney was the second ever player to reach 200 Prem goals, and he usurped Bobby Charlton at the top of the Man United goal-scoring charts during his final season with the club. Right foot, left foot, long-range efforts, delicate headers or fully fledged bicycle kicks, it's all in this lad's locker. Number 5, Luis Suarez. Another love him or hate him player, but another supremely gifted striker. Luis Suarez's 2011 transfer to Liverpool was somewhat overshadowed by the arrival of Andy Carroll for $35 million on the same day. However, the Uruguayan established cult hero status at Anfield over the next 4 years, scoring wonder goals aplenty and spearheading a significant title push in 2014. He was named Premier League Player of the Season that year before switching to Barcelona for upwards of $60 million. Number 4, Didier Drogba. As one of Jose Mourinho's first signings during the manager's first spell at Stamford Bridge, Drogba brought power to the Chelsea frontline, coupled with a ruthless knack for scoring. In his first season with the club, the Blues won their first Premier League crown, and the Ivorian was central to their future success. He is in the 100 club, notching more than a century of goals across 9 seasons, but he also made over 50 assists on his way to winning the league 4 times. Number 3, Sergio Aguero. An icon at the Etihad, Sergio Aguero is the highest scoring non-European in Premier League history, overtaking Dwight Yorke in September 2017. Turning out pristine performances for Manchester City almost every week, he holds the record for the fastest ever 5-goal haul against Newcastle in 2015. He was the second quickest player to reach 100 goals, and he delivered one of English football's most memorable moments, scoring that goal against QPR to win City the title in 2012. Number 2, Alan Shearer. With an unparalleled 260 league goals, Alan Shearer has bossed the Premier League scoring charts for years. His deadliest spell came at Blackburn, where he netted 112 times in just 138 games, and helped Rovers topple United in '95. However, he's probably best associated with Newcastle United. scoring 148 goals in 303 league appearances for the Magpies. He's the only player to score 100 goals for 2 clubs, and he has 11 hat-tricks to his name. Not too shabby. Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honourable mentions. Number 1. Thierry Henry. Pipping Shearer by minuscule margins, Thierry Henry struck 175 times for Arsenal across 2 spells at the club. Leading the line for the famous Invincibles in the 2003-2004 season, he's the Gunners' greatest ever goalscorer, beating the likes of Dennis Bergkamp and Ian Wright. But Henry was about more than goals. He had speed, style and composure on the ball to rival any other player in the world. He was a talisman for the club and for the Premier League in general.